Greetings and salutations, internet friends, and welcome back to another episode of the First Time Film Club. My name is Emily, your titular first timer. This is Matthew, my husband, Cinema Sherpa, and viewer-submitted title, Man Who Shakes His Head in Disapproval.
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes, mostly at my jokes.
Most of the time, yes, at your jokes.
Yeah. That one was submitted by Damon Kasnick. Thank you so much, Damon. You too can submit your Matthew titles by dropping them in the comments below using hashtag title. Makes it easier for me to find. For those of you new to the channel, hey there, Sugar Bear. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. What we're doing here is watching our way through a very long list of movies that typically I've never seen, but that Matthew has. However, this is one of those special movies that's a little bit different in that neither of us have seen the movie.
Correct.
It's also a little special because it is one of our Just Some Superfan Patreon picks. So with that all being said, Matthew, what is the film that we're watching?
Today we are watching the 2019 crime drama Joker. Normally, I give you the name, genre, and year. You go in whatever you already know. You tell everybody what you know. Then we watch it and review it. But I also, it's my first time viewing this, so I'll tell what I know, you tell what you know. So what do you know about Joker?
I know it has Joaquin Phoenix, and I know I like his name, Joaquin. What I understand, this isn't like a DC movie. I think this is kind of like a sort of a standalone. I don't think Batman's in it. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think it's in the DC EU? Is that what they call it? DCU?
Yeah.
Their cinematic universe?
Yeah, their official. I think it's like sort of
I got you.
What is it called? Character study? I don't know if that's the proper terminology, but like I feel like it's just sort of dissecting the Joker persona. I don't know, I may be completely wrong on that.
Also know that Robert De Niro's in it.
Oh, okay. Did not realize that.
The only other thing I saw when I put the title in Google is right below it. It's a director, Todd Phillips, who I only know from the Hangover series and Old School with
seems like a departure.
So I'm very interested to see
the flip side of his directorial. Okay. Yeah, me too. Because I know those movies as well. I've seen those. But yeah, that's all I know. That's
all I know.
Okay.
One last thing for new viewers. You may see me with my phone in my hand during the movie. That's because I'm taking notes on things to talk about afterwards. And one other thing, that's Pippin. He's a cat.
I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce him.
Yep, he's just hanging out there waiting.
Like, literally hanging out of his bed. You sweet little angel.
Anyway, with that being said, I'm ready to watch.
Let's do it.
Even the nicest sections of the city are looking like slums.
Oh my. Oh baby. Alright, we're off to a start.
Yo, what's up with these shoes, bro? Nice outfit. You're gonna be a clown, at least you can be a good one. You know that, right?
Kids are the worst.
Yeah, I agree. Shit!
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Last time, I asked you to bring your journal with you for these appointments. Can I see it?
I've been using it as a journal, but also as a joke diary. I think I told you I'm pursuing a career in stand-up comedy.
No, you didn't.
I think I did. I was wondering if you could ask the doctor to increase my medication.
Arthur, you're on 7 different medications. Surely they must be doing something.
I just don't want to feel so bad anymore.
This is gonna be a rough watch.
You alright?
please stop bothering my kid?
What?
I wasn't bothering.
Just stop.
I was.
What, you think that's funny?
Mm-hmm.
You must not be getting my letters.
Oh, I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, there he is.
I mean, these nuts are... I love you too.
I've been the man of the house for as long as I can remember. I take good care of my mother. She says I was put here to spread joy and laughter.
You see all this, the lights, the show, the audience, all that stuff. I'd give it all up in a heartbeat to have a kid like you.
I heard about the beatdown you took. It's for you.
Oh God, is that a gun?
You gotta protect yourself out there.
Brandon, not supposed to have a gun.
Yeah.
Had another complaint. The guy said you disappeared. Never even returned his sign.
I got jumped.
If you don't return the sign, I gotta take it out of your paycheck. Listen, I'm trying to help you.
Good Lord.
Mm.
Stairs.
This building is so awful, isn't it?
This building's so awful, right, Mommy?
Yes.
It's so awful, Mom.
Hey.
You good?
Hmm?
You worked for him, what, 30 years ago? Why would he help us?
Because Thomas Wayne is a good man.
Mm.
I don't want you to worry about money, Mom. Everybody's telling me that my stand-up's ready for the big clubs.
Happy, what makes you think you could do that?
What do you mean?
Don't you have to be funny to be a comedian?
Kid, Mama. Oh my God.
Hey, what's your name? Arthur. Hey, Arthur. You're a really good dancer. No, who's not? Him. I'm watching an old war movie.
His like body work in this is haunting.
Oh, hey.
Hey, are you following me today?
Yeah.
I thought that was you. I was hoping you'd come in and rob the place.
Shit.
I have a gun. Come by tomorrow. You know, I do stand-up comedy. You should maybe come see a show sometime.
So I don't know if they just knew each other's name already, or because I don't remember him
Meeting.
Yeah, but maybe because they're neighbors.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was in his mind.
Yeah, because she took being followed really, really well.
If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet.
Oh no.
Arthur, I need to know why you brought a gun into a kid's hospital.
It's a prop. It's part of my act now.
Randall told me you tried to buy a 38 off him last week.
Randall told you that?
Woke up, Arthur. You're fired.
Shit.
I'll tell you what you have, you asshole.
First off, if someone was laughing like maniacally in clown makeup on the subway, I would not approach them. Like, what? You got what you deserved. I'm sorry. This is kind of a Tai Chi dance.
Hey, Arthur. I heard what happened. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Doesn't seem fair. Getting fired like that?
Oh no! I forgot to punch out.
That was funny.
That's a solid joke.
Yeah, that was good.
What about the eyewitness report of the suspect being a man in a clown mask?
Well, it makes total sense to me. What kind of coward would do something that cold-blooded? Someone who hides behind a mask. Who is envious, yet they're too scared to show their own face. And until those
Jesus Christ.
change for the better. Those of us who have made something of our lives will always look at those who haven't as nothing but clowns.
Okay, dude.
You don't listen, do you? I don't think you ever really hear me. You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts. But you don't listen anyway.
They've cut our funding. We're closing down our offices next week. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
How am I supposed to get my medication now?
Please help me welcome Arthur Fleck, y'all. Arthur Fleck.
I hated school as a kid. My mother would say, "You should enjoy it. One day you'll have to work for a living." No, I won't, Ma. I'm gonna be a comedian.
Smile, though your heart is aching.
I wonder if we're gonna see, like, the reality.
I wrote a new letter.
Uh-huh.
He said it was best that we not be together because of appearances. And I could never tell anyone because I signed some papers.
Has this been explored before? Like that he and Bruce are half brothers?
Not that I know of, no.
I'm Bruce.
I'm Arthur. I'm just trying to make him smile.
Well, it's not funny, is it?
Who's that?
My mother's name is Penny. Penny Fleck.
You're her son. Your mother was delusional.
Thomas Wayne is my father. He left me.
We had a few questions for you, but you weren't home. So we spoke with your mother.
Did you do this?
What?
The doctor said she had a stroke.
This condition of yours, the laughing, is it real? Some sort of clown thing.
What do you think?
She's gonna be okay. I got a coffee. You want one?
We got this videotape from Pogo's Comedy Club. Here's a guy who thinks if you just keep laughing, it'll somehow make you funny.
Oh no.
When I was a little boy and told people I was gonna be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
Including a massive rally outside tomorrow night's benefit at Wayne Hall.
What's the point of all this?
The rich! Thomas Wayne! That's what this whole thing is about! The whole system! Well, what I will say is there's something wrong with those people. I am here to help them. I'm going to lift them out of poverty, help make their lives better. That is why I'm running. What do you mean? Stay back! Stay back! Stay back! Stay back!
Hmm.
Not a smart move, jumping over the barricade
that's a dumb
into an angry
move.
mob.
You're not good at your job.
Well, my mother told me everything, and I had to talk to you.
Look, pal, I'm not your father. Your mother adopted you while she was working for us.
That's not true.
Then she was arrested and committed to Arkham State Hospital when you were just a little boy. She's crazy.
I'm the show booker from Live with Murray Franklin.
Murray wants me on the Murray Franklin show.
He'd love to talk to you, maybe do some of your acts. Does that sound good to you?
No.
Nope.
Don't do
that. Sounds great.
No.
I can see that going very poorly.
Very, very poorly.
It's already too many stresses on this man. Oh, man. If he goes in here and finds out his mother actually was committed and he's adopted.
How does someone wind up in here?
Some are just crazy, pose dangers to themselves and others. Some just got nowhere else to go. Don't know what to do, you know?
Sometimes I don't know what to do. Last time I ended up taking it out on some people, I thought it was gonna bother me, but it really hasn't. I've done some bad shit.
Penny Fleck, let's see. Delusional psychosis and narcissistic personality disorder. Was found guilty of endangering the welfare of her own child. I'm sorry, man. Like I said, I can't release these records.
Shit.
We went over this, Penny. You adopted him. We have all the paperwork right here.
That's not true. Thomas had that all made up.
You also stood by when one of your boyfriends repeatedly abused your adopted son, and battered you.
She stood by.
Oh my God. You're in the wrong apartment. Your name's Arthur, right? You live down the hall. Can I call someone? Is your mother home?
You used to tell me that my laugh was a condition, that there was something wrong with me. There isn't. That's the real me. You know what's funny? I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a f***ing comedy.
Please tell me this is just his imagination.
That's very funny, Murray. You know, I'm also a comedian. Would you like to hear a joke? Knock, knock.
That's love. That's what all the people say. Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around.
Hey, Arthur. How's it going?
Figured you could use some cheering up. The cops have been coming around the shop, talking to all the guys about those subway murders. I just want to know what you said. Make sure our stories line up.
Brando, thank you so much.
I just want to...
It's okay, Gary. You can go. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Hey, Arthur.
Mind undoing the chain?
Gary?
Yeah.
You were the only one that was ever nice to me. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's good. Wave a gun. That'll de-escalate the situation.
Always does.
Mm-hmm.
Murray,
What's with the face?
I just thought I'd be good for my act. Murray, one small thing. When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? That's what you called me on the show, a Joker.
If you say so, kid, you know, Joker it is.
Didn't expect to see Mark Maron show up, but all right.
Please welcome Joker.
Okay. So now I'm a bit thrown off. Because every time he was like confident and everything, it was his imagination. Is this his imagination or is this actually reality?
I think this is real.
So I know you're a comedian. You've been working on any new material. You want to tell us a joke? You've got a book. A book of jokes.
Knock, knock.
And you had to look that up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, it's been a rough few weeks, Murray. Ever since I killed those 3 Wall Street guys.
You're serious, aren't you? You think that killing those guys is funny?
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Comedy is subjective, Murray. I killed those guys because they were awful.
Okay, so that's it. You're crazy. That's your defense for killing 3 young men?
No, they couldn't carry a tune to save their lives. You think men like Thomas Wayne ever think what it's like to be someone like me? They think that we'll just sit there and take it, that we won't werewolf and go wild.
Not everyone is awful.
You're awful, Murray. You just wanted to make fun of me. How about another joke, Murray? What do you get?
I don't think so.
When you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash!
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you get!
Call the police.
You get what you deserve! If it was me dying on the sidewalk, you'd walk right over me.
To all of those who have been ignored by the system. And as you see, Gotham is burning.
Yeah, the whole city's on fire because of what you did.
I know. Isn't it beautiful?
I'm gonna have to watch Ma and Pa Wayne die again.
Suddenly, I don't feel as bad about it.
Hey, Wayne. You get what you deserve.
No, pal.
What's so funny?
Fuck.
Okay, so that was Joker. I'll get your overall thoughts first.
So first and foremost, Joaquin Phoenix is brilliant.
Yeah.
Every aspect of his portrayal here was haunting and perfectly unsettling. I mean, from his intonation, delivery, to like his body work. I want to know how much weight he had to lose.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot.
Because
I get what you're saying. Because almost every scene had this like uncomfortable, unsettling tension that's just there.
Yeah.
And like
it wasn't even necessarily even anything happening in the scene per se. It's just him existing in the scene. He sold this movie. Yeah. So he's phenomenal. This one was hard for me to watch for an entirely different reason than like my normal, it's cringy. It's, that
it's cringy, or it's
this one hit me. This hit me in a way. I will say we had to stop the movie midway so that I could take some medication. Because there was a lot of aspects of this film, I think, that captured just dealing with kind of like mental illness, and it was, I think, very, very well done in almost a painful sense. So this was a very, very good movie. It was just very hard to watch.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
It was a very good portrayal of the subject matter.
Exactly. But it's still still tough subject matter. I didn't know how I was gonna take the introduction to the Wayne family, but I thought that they did it really well, and I'm glad that they did do it. For a second there at the beginning, I said, I don't know if we'll see Batman or anything like that. We didn't, but I really liked the way they told the story. And there's still the question in my mind of, is he a Wayne?
Like in the story of this movie?
Mm-hmm. Because like
it could be very easy for a rich and powerful man to make things go away.
Mm-hmm. That he was adopted, just kind of like she said. So yeah, and I think that was very much intentional. Man, this one was a doozy. But I really am happy that I've been wanting to watch this movie for a while.
Yeah, it's been on my list since it was announced and came out.
It's one of those, it's like I've been wanting to watch it, but I've kind of also been putting it off because I was nervous to watch it. But I am very much glad that we did. What about you? What about your overall thoughts?
Like you said, Joaquin Phoenix was amazing. I love the imagery used in the movie. All the scenes, or a lot of the scenes, felt they were all filled with like this tension, but they also felt like claustrophobic in a way, to me.
Well, I think that the trash situation was perfect for that. Like, I think it helped sell that, not only is this like an actual physical issue of there's trash piling up, but like it depicted the metaphor, so well of like there's so many things piling up on this person, on this society. And again, a lot of the close shots, a lot of kind of like that. I get what you're saying there, that claustrophobic
like
kind
it just
of
made you feel the constant tension that was going on with Arthur, and that was going on throughout the city, throughout the whole movie. And you just felt like it was a powder keg ready to blow. Yeah. And it got its ignition.
And I also will say, like, kind of to that, and I don't mean to cut you off there, I'm just kind of like rambling here. But the build up, I was a little worried when I saw that this was like a 2-hour movie. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be rough, because I knew again that it was like a drama thriller or something, and I just
want to be clear, it's not that it was a 2-hour movie. The time limit, it was a 2-hour movie dealing with subject matter that is tough to deal with.
Correct. That is what I was concerned about. But I thought that they did such a good job in just kind of like incrementally making just one more thing. It wasn't just...
Yeah, it just wasn't one bad thing. Like one big bad thing. It was, and I don't know, I think that's kind of relatable.
Yeah.
At least it is for me. Like, sometimes I would rather it just be one big bad thing than 100 small little things.
Because you can almost you can compartmentalize everything else and just deal with this one big bad thing. But when it's like a plethora of small, almost minuscule things.
And it just keeps coming, and it's like, it never stops.
Yeah, and I said minuscule. It's not minuscule. Like, the dude lost his job. It was bad. It was just really bad. I was saying
he had a lot of big bad things happen to him.
Yes. But I thought that I thought the pacing was perfect. I thought it was very well delivered. All the different things. You saw his descent just perfully. Yeah.
I'm glad you used that word, descent, because that's what I had here for my next note. This is what I wrote. This is how my notes go for the most times. I wrote stairs.
Yeah.
Ascend, dread, wait. Because whenever, the first time he's going up, it's just a lot of steps. And then it's almost like the next time they shot it, the camera was even lower, so it made the stairs. So it just made it seem like this daunting task. Like every day is an uphill battle.
Yeah.
It's just, and then at the end, when he finally embraces his chaos and he descends into it,
he just lets go. He's happy for a moment. He's just happy in his descent. Freaking Todd, man, you are shocked me with how
I was very interested to see how this would come out after the other movies.
When you mentioned that, I was like, okay. But no, this is
But yeah, that was great. The imagery of the stairs and then him embracing his chaos and descending into it was great. Punctuated. I probably giggled a little bit as once it got down and the officers are at the top and they're like, "Oh, we need to talk to you." Huh, leg it. He just takes off.
Yeah. There was a couple of
that quick break. There was a lot of black comedy.
Yes, very much. Which
comedy.
I really appreciate. That's my bit, honestly.
After he killed Randall.
The door.
And he couldn't reach the top. Oh, yeah.
That is. I guess that speaks to my f***ed up nature, but I mean that is the kind of I enjoy me some airplane humor, slapstick, all that good stuff. But what I really enjoy is black comedy. So if y'all have any really good black comedy suggestions, let me know. What other notes did you take? I obviously didn't take any. I never do. I'm real bad at this.
So I got killing Randall. Gary can't reach luck. I'm just noting scenes because that stuck out to me as going from this hyper violence to a comedy beat.
Yeah.
Which that's another thing. Whenever I've heard people talk about this movie, they've all talked about the violence.
I was surprised about it wasn't that.
Yeah, but the violence that was there, I think I get why. It's because the violence that was there was so raw and visceral, it leaves an impact.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that's what they're going for.
Exactly. So. This isn't some mass killing spree that's just, this isn't a slasher. This is, the deaths that occurred were extremely impactful and they were meant to make a significant impression, and they did. So yeah, I think very well placed hyperviolence.
This one I may be reaching a bit on this. Whenever in the very beginning Arthur has his sign stole by those kids and he's running after them, he was running in a very awkward way. And I thought that was because of the oversized clown shoes. But every other scene, when he's in his normal shoes, he was running the same way. So I wrote down running / like a clown / was always the clown Joker. He was always the Joker. That, I don't know.
Well, no, I don't think you're reaching at all there. I think that's just kind of you picked up on the physical aspect of that, because he said in the hospital to his mom, you know, you always said that my laughing was a condition. I don't think it's a condition. That's just the true me. That's just the real me. So I think that you're spot on. Like, he's always been the joke. He's always been Joker. It's always been that for him. And he's just kind of put that aside for what is the societally appropriate normal.
Like, he runs that way all the time because he is the Joker. He always has clown shoes on.
Regardless of whether he does or not.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
I wrote this note real quick because it's another part of the imagery that I really love. The last shot where he feels the blood and does a smile with his own blood. I wrote down blood smile, super villain imagery, amazing. Like, but then I had a note right before that, just saying I love that shot. I love the imagery. I love everything about it. But I had a note right before that, and it was probably just grabbed from like a store or something. There was somebody standing in the background with a wicker chair.
Yeah.
So I wrote down wicker chair to a riot ? Like, who brings a wicker chair?
I think it was just like they
I think they just vandalized the store nearby, and
because I straight up thought that too. I was like, all right, chair, cool.
Like because it held on the shot for so long, and it was prominent behind them, like I couldn't not see it.
So I mean, So I'm going to fight you a little bit on the villainous. This may be just a f***ed up take on me. I've never seen Joker as a villain, like, throughout the series. Like,
then I think that means he is well written.
Yeah, like I don't see him as seeing himself as a villain.
Oh yeah, those are always the best villains. The ones that they don't see themselves as the villain in their story. They're the hero.
Yeah. And I thought that this did such a good job in expressing that, you know, he went from not being seen, not being understood, not being, you know, recognized or even cared about as a human, essentially, to being sort of the epicenter of this movement, this kind of feeling that everybody else had. You know, he finally felt like he was in the spotlight that he had always wanted.
I got you.
And that's not like, I don't see it as villainous. I see it as chaotic. And I think that that's always kind of like when people talk about like the alignment charts, that Joker is sort of like the penultimate chaotic example, sort of. I thought this movie did such a good job of kind of capturing that embrace of chaos versus villainy. So
I got you. I understand.
Anything else note-wise?
The only other thing I have, I'm gonna say it. I was debating on whether or not to because you haven't seen these movies, but this movie for me felt very familiar.
Okay.
Because it definitely reminded me of a couple movies, and it especially reminded me because Robert De Niro was there.
Do you want me to plug my ears? And no, I have to see it in the edit.
You have to see it, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I tried.
So, no, it reminded me a lot of Taxi Driver.
Okay.
Which has Robert De Niro in it, Martin Scorsese, and The King of Comedy.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much more because you haven't seen those movies. But
so if you've seen them, you know. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felt very reminiscent.
Okay.
So that's all I'll say about that. If you know, you know.
Okay.
So did you have any more thoughts? Any more you wanted to talk about?
I think we've kind of we've talked about everything kind of in conversation and the notes that you had. Did you have anything else?
Oh, the when he's descending the stairs and dancing and stuff. The interesting choice of song. I have not heard that song since like pep rallies and football games.
Oh yeah. Okay. The whole soundtrack was actually really good. Like.
So I don't know if I'll be able to hear that song the same way again. Not necessarily saying that's a bad thing or anything. It's just
no, but at least this is gonna like pull up that memory.
I did not expect that song.
Yeah, there was a few songs in here that I was kind of like, oh, okay. But a few that were like very apropos. Caught me
Other
off
than that,
guard.
no, I had no other.
Okay. You wanna?
Yeah, you want to give it a rating?
Okay.
I'll let
yeah.
you go first.
As I said, this one was a beautifully difficult movie to watch. It took a lot out of me, and we're definitely gonna get some chocolate milk after this. But that said, I think this is a phenomenal film. I think if you have not seen it, you need to watch it. Prepare yourself kind of mentally and emotionally. Be in a good headspace for it. This one's like a 9.8 for me. I really, really like this movie. No, excuse me. I really, really appreciate this movie.
Gotcha.
What about you?
First number that came to mind was 8.5.
8.5. Okay. And we had to put Pippin out because he was going buck wild, but...
Oh yeah, he got down halfway through his movie, wanted to look out the window and then go outside. So
yeah, he was just all over the place. But if he were here, I bet he'd say 10 beans. Well, guys, thank you as always so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to our patron that picked this movie to watch. We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, because I've had it on my list for a while.
Exactly. We just needed the prompt, essentially. If you have any fun, because, you know, neither of us had seen this, so we didn't do any background.
All I did was Google the title so I could get a genre.
Yeah.
And then I saw the director's name.
Yeah. So if,
other than that, I was going in with what I saw from trailers and stuff.
So if y'all have any background information, any tidbits, any kind of like fun trivia, please let us know in the comments.
Yes, I would be especially interested to know Joaquin Phoenix's like preparation.
Yeah, his physical prep
for this role.
Yeah,
physically and mentally, like to get to that performance.
Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like the video. And if you aren't already subscribed, please do so you can stay up to date on all of the Summerlin-based shenanigans. And I think that's probably going to do it for us. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, then we will see y'all next time with another first time. And remember to smile.